So my name is Jayashree. I'm from the Chennai branch of Europe Study Center. So we are conducting a lot of live sessions, as you know, to create more awareness among the students of the benefits of studying in Europe. So in this session also, like I want to specifically talk about bachelors in Europe. We are getting a lot of people asking for bachelors in Europe. For this intake, like what all that you need to know and what is that you have to apply for bachelors and to study bachelors itself in Europe. So many people, they always look for masters. Masters is what like they want to study. They don't consider bachelors as an option. But this year, if you see, a lot of my students are here for bachelors. I have like a lot of students registered for bachelor studies in Europe, which is actually a good thing, because when you go for like some years, like after for example, like if you're study for like 4 years, in just 1 year, like you are eligible to apply for this PR. So in Europe, like if you just stay there for 5 years, you are eligible to apply for PR, right? It's kind of like it makes the work very easy. And but when you go for masters, like you have to work there for 3 years and then only you can think about it. But bachelor's is actually giving a way for it. So today specifically, I'm going to talk about how you can study bachelor's and what are the benefits that you have. Also, like what are the requirements for bachelors in Europe. So that's what like I'm going to talk about it today. Okay. So first thing, people always like, what are the, I meet a lot of students, right? So they ask me a lot of questions, and if you have any questions, like you can also post your questions. Like the number is displayed here, is 988844577722. So if you have any questions related to your profile, if you want me to answer here, you can just give a question for us. Like just like send a question to this number, and whichever question that we feel it's good, like we will give you a gift voucher also. So yeah, so if you have a best question, you have an opportunity to win a gift voucher as well. So any questions related to your profile, whether it be bachelor's, master's, anything, like just send your questions. Like I will tell you like which is the best question at the end. Okay, fine. So let's talk about Europe first. When it comes to study abroad, like people always think about all the English speaking countries. That's what like people usually think about. And when it comes to study abroad, they always think that they have to spend a lot of money also, right? But when it comes to Europe, most of the European universities, they offer free education for students. That means like there is no tuition fee, only the living expenses. And also some universities, they charge very less. The tuition fee is like as low as 3 lakhs per year onwards. So bachelor's also similar scenario. If you go for bachelor's, the tuition fee will be around like 3 to 4 lakhs for a year, and living expenses plus or minus like 30,000 for a month in Indian money. So if you are going to join in any of the deemed universities here or autonomous colleges here, the fees is actually like kind of less than that. So if you go to autonomous colleges or deemed universities, you know, the fee structure is very high. Here in Chennai, I'm talking about, like in India, most of the places the fee structure is high. But the top ranked government universities in Europe, the fee structure is very less. So it's only like around like 3 to 4 lakhs for a year in Indian money. That's the tuition fee. And it's not going to change for the next 4 years. Only that the euro rate will differ, but it's the same. There is no donation or capitulation fee like we do it here, right? There is nothing like that. So if you get selected, you'll be paying only the tuition fee, and then you have this living expenses. So that is all. And but what you get here is basically you get quality education at an affordable cost. So that's what like we always talk about. So quality education, like you get to study practically. So you have like practical exposure there. So all the top universities in Europe, they usually have tie up with other universities and other consultants, other universities and other countries. So you have this opportunity to travel from one country to another country also. For example, generally when you go to Europe, you have this visa called Schengen visa. The Schengen visa is valid for like 29 Schengen countries. So in Europe, there is a zone called Schengen zone. Under the zone, there are 29 countries, and you will get one common visa for 29 countries. And that is a major benefit for any student. If you see, you can travel during the study period, you can explore, you can find opportunities, you can even like work anywhere you want. You study anywhere you want, and you can work anywhere you want, and that's how it works. But for masters, all the countries, all the programs are offered in English language. But for bachelors, not all the programs are offered in English language. Bachelors, there are some limited options because not all the countries are offering programs in English language. How we suggest in Europe Study Center, all the 29 countries that we talk about, the top universities in all these countries. And any country, if you see, we process only the top universities. The number one or number two university in any country is what we process. These top universities, and if they offer your program in English language, we suggest. So we do not recommend students to go there and do some kind of like foundation program or like some kind of language program and all. We don't recommend. Wherever it's possible for you to directly go and start your first year in English, those are the only options that we suggest. Some universities, when you apply, okay, so you will have like limited options. As I told you, all 29 countries, you cannot apply for bachelors. You have some limited options. You can apply in France, Netherlands, Finland, also like Latvia, Lithuania, Slovakia. So there are certain countries, they welcome international students for the first year itself. And people generally ask me like, why not bachelors in Germany? See, when it comes to Germany, they follow like 13 years of education, and only after completing 13 years, they enter into bachelors. But here in India, we are studying only for 12 years, right? So there is a gap of like that 1 year. For that 1 year, they will call you for a foundation program. They'll make you learn the language and all. End of 1 year, you will be given a test in German language. You have to clear the test. Upon clearing the test, you can apply for certain options in Germany, and most of the cases you might have to learn the language and study. That means like you have to study in German language, which we do not recommend students to go for it. So wherever it is possible for you to go and start your first year in English, the medium of instruction should be 100% in English. We give only those options. We will not suggest students to go learn the language and all, and that is not how it works. And we do not recommend students to go for it also. So yes, so we'll have like options, limited, but we do have options. And if you think about the programs, as I told you, the cost, if we talk about, the tuition fee is going to be around like 3 to 4 lakhs for a year, and living expenses will be around like plus or minus 30,000 for a month in Indian money. So you on an average around like 5 to 6 lakhs for a year that you'll be spending to complete your studies for 1 year. So that's how it works. So that's a great option, right? In India, if you see, just as a tuition fee, people are paying up to 10 lakhs. But here, for the living expenses and the tuition fee, it costs only around like 5 to 6 lakhs. So, which is actually a good thing. Plus, you get to have like international exposure there. So, which is kind of another good thing that you can think about. So, first thing, I told you about the Schengen visa. Wherever you go, whichever country that you go, you're going to get a visa called Schengen visa, which is valid for 29 countries. So this Schengen visa gives a lot of opportunities. You can travel, explore, find opportunities. You can settle down anywhere you want. So that is an option for you. And I told you about the cost, the total expenses that you will have to study bachelors in Europe. It will be around like 5 to 6 lakhs for a year, that you will be like plus or minus 6 lakhs, I would say, to complete your studies for 1 year. So it depends on the like number of years that you're going, it will differ. And then like what kind of courses that you can apply for. So we have students, see, we majorly focus on, we do not apply for any clinical programs. For example, like many people, they ask, we get a lot of calls now asking for medicine in Europe. Medicine, we don't process. Medicine, if you are interested, you have to study here in India. And India is the best place to do medicine. So medicine, we don't process medicine in European countries, European universities, we do not process medicine. We process only specific like programs, like the engineering programs, all sort of engineering programs that we process, and we also process management programs. So engineering programs such as like computer science, informatics, some specific programs are available for you. Electrical, electronics, civil, architecture, chemical, biotechnology, and mechanical, mechatronics. So even all these like related to technical aspects of it, a lot of programs are available. Even specific programs related to physics, nanotechnology. So many specific engineering programs are available in Europe for bachelor's level in English language. And then we also do programs related to management. So when it comes to management, if you are Specific about general management, yes, you can process for general management. But if you are specifically looking for programs, if you want to do it only in finance, it's possible. If you want to do general management or like economics, so specific programs that if you are looking at general management, it will be a better option when you go for at the bachelor's level. For all of these programs, let's talk about the entry requirements. Okay, so we, as I told you, like we do not process any clinical programs, and we do not process medicine also in Europe. So we don't do that in our branches, like all 4 branches: Chennai, Trichy, Coimbatore, and Bangalore. We do not send any students for medicine abroad. So we don't do that. And like, especially like you have to do medicine here in India. Okay, we do not recommend doing that also. We process only engineering studies and management studies. So if you're looking related to engineering or management, yes, of course, like you can connect with us and we will guide you for that. Okay. So as I told you, the cost is also like, I've told you about the cost. So when you go for let's talk about the entry requirements. Okay. Some universities, if you see, they ask for specific areas, say specific syllabus that you have studied, board. Like in 12th standard, if you see here in India, we have 12th general state board. We have like, IGCSE, ICSE, IB board is there. So a lot of like, different boards are there, right? So some specific boards, sometimes they ask for like only CBSE. So in most of the cases, like general state board is also accepted. And the many programs, any program that if you want to apply, they also look for your subjects. What are the subjects that you have studied? For example, if you want to go for biotechnology, and if you are from pure science background without mathematics, we cannot even apply. So what happens here is like mathematics is a subject. Even if you want to go for management, if you want to go for like general engineering or biotechnology, even to do medicine in Europe, mathematics is a mandatory subject. So you should have like business maths or like general mathematics subject in order to apply for any programs in Europe. So that is a criteria there. Sometimes they will also look for like specific marks as such, like you need to have like specific marks to apply. That is also there, that criteria is also there. So some universities, they conduct an entrance test, so you have to clear the entrance test, and we will guide you for that as well. So entrance test will be in math. Depends on the program that you apply, you will have like specific entrance test to go for also. So it's not very difficult to do, but yes, we will guide you for that. We will help you to do that also. Okay. But some universities, they don't conduct any exams as such. What they do, they conduct a video interview. So through the video interview, they'll ask you certain questions. They will see like how you answer. Basic questions, not anything specific to your studies as such, but general about like what you know about the country, about the university, about your program, how you got interest to study, because you're just going to start, right? So they will not ask more of like the subject wise questions. They don't usually ask. They ask like whether you are really interested to study or pursue the particular subject that you are asking for. So that definitely they will look for. Okay, so that is also like important. So you need to have like interest towards that particular subject. So that's what they analyze you through your motivation letter, like why you are interested to go study abroad, that motivation letter, and through the video interview also, they will understand like how far you are passionate to complete the course, or you are passionate in that particular field. So they will definitely see that. So they don't ask for any of these exams as such. Okay, but if you are like good in communication or not, that also they can check through the video interview, because many universities, IELTS is also not required. IELTS or TOEFL is not required. So they will conduct this video interview. Based on the evaluation, they will decide. Okay. And what instead of IELTS, you can give a letter from your school stating that the medium of instruction you have studied is in English. That they will accept, and no other exams are required. So because of this video interview, everything will get covered there. Okay. So this is one aspect that I want to talk about. And the other aspect is like the safety. Generally parents talk about like how safe is the country for my child, how like are there any Indian students who are already studying there. So you don't have to worry about that, because a lot of Indian students are already studying there. And this time I have got like lot of girls going for bachelor's level. We have already registered. Some have even got the offer letters. So yeah, so they are going to go, and it's a really safe country. so you don't have to worry about like the safety aspect of it. So in general, like Europe is very safe, and as they are inviting international students also, right? So they also have this responsibility, and you should be safe and secure, and Europe is, it's a very safe country. To understand this, you have to go through our interviews, where we have taken like 100 successful interviews, students interviews in our YouTube channel. It's there. If you go to YouTube, go to the playlist in our channel, like Europe Study Center page. Under the playlist, there is a playlist called student interviews playlist. Okay, you can actually see another interviews for only for the bachelor students. So the bachelor student interviews, only students who have completed bachelors are there. So that is actually a good thing. So you can actually go through all what are the things that they have shared everything. What are the questions that they have been asked during the interviews, and how they answered it, and where are they right now, what are they doing right now. Some have even actually applied for PR. Like some are going for like master's level, so you get to know more about their experience. So it's a good thing actually. It's a good playlist that we have there, and we are very thankful for the students who have taken time and then like given this interview for us. So yeah, so that's a best place where you can understand more about the actual reality of Europe. So how great that would be to if you want to go and study there, especially at the bachelor's level. And bachelor's, like in India, if you're getting it from IIT or NIT, yes. If not, I would suggest you have to study in Europe. And if you decide to do that, and that is the best decision that you can take in your life, because the exposure that you're going to get, the opportunities that you're going to get during the study period and after the study period, you cannot compare with the opportunities even if you study here in IIT. So because I've like spoken to students like from IIT, like they want to go for masters. I've met a lot of IIT students also. I have met students who have completed their bachelors in Europe also. So it's a difference that you see there, right? The international exposure that makes a lot of difference, and for that, with a very affordable cost, they are offering it to you. So it will definitely be a good option for you all. So yeah, so the eligibility is basically see, if you are if you are a pursuing student, okay, you don't have to wait until you complete your exams and then until you get the result. The students who have got the offer letters so far are pursuing students. They are in the 12th standard now. So especially if you are from CBSE and all, you can get the predicted score from the school. So the school will give you a predicted score. With that predicted score, you can start applying. And some have even actually got the offer letters now. They just have to finish their 12th grade, and then they are eligible to, we can immediately, like once they get the certificate, we start applying for the visa process. So that's how it is. So you don't have to wait until you finish your finish your 12th standard. You can actually start and then go for it. And also you have better career opportunities there. So after completing your studies, for example, you go for 4 years, and there is something called PSW, post study work permit option. You will get some time to find an opportunity there. Minimum 1 year time that you have. Wherever you go, you get minimum 1 year time. The time is actually to find an opportunity for you. So when you find an opportunity, you can convert your student visa into work visa, and you can continue working there. And that option is available in all the 29 countries. You study anywhere you want and you work anywhere you want, and that's how it works. Also, this particular this PSW option, it's not only for the European places. You can actually find opportunities anywhere you want. And if you go for bachelor's or master's, the final semester is an internship. Internship is basically you're going to work in a company. When you do that internship, you can very well convert that internship into a full-time opportunity, and that is highly possible. If you have seen any of our interview videos, you will understand, because many students, they usually talk about it. They say like, I have done my internship in this particular company, and they have offered me a full-time opportunity, so I continue doing that, is what they say. So yes, this is also an option for you if you have if you do this internship in a company or a top in like top companies or top in places. Like, you have this opportunity to convert that internship into a full-time opportunity. Okay, so these are all the things that I wanted to tell you. Also, I just wanted to tell you about the deadlines. The deadlines are very close by, so you have to start as early as possible. So as I told you, like if you are from a final year, if you are still in the 12th standard, right, bachelor's you might be like studying now. So don't wait until you complete your 12th standard. Don't wait to get your certificate in hand. Okay, start right now. So you get this bona fide certificate and then you can start right now. You just have to attend this video interview and get the offer letter. Okay, it's not even a conditional offer letter. You can get the offer letter. You just have to finish your 12th grade and then you can immediately plan and apply for the visa once you receive your certificate. So do not wait until you complete your exams and all. You can actually start. And I think like students, the exams are already started. So if you are in the middle of it, like don't bother to come here and do it. Finish your exams and then like as soon as you finish your exams, like come and connect with us. Okay, all right. So let me just check if I have got any other any questions from you all. I'll just answer the questions. What are the admission requirements for bachelor's program in Europe? See, admission requirements, it's only your 10th standard marks, and if you have 11th standard, yes, you can give that, and also your passport, basic resume, and somebody has to recommend you from your school, letters of recommendation, your motivation letter, basic documents, which we will give you a list of documents. What all that you have to prepare for, we will give you that. So you just have to prepare that. Okay, not many requirements as such. We once you do that, like then you have this interview, right? You just have to do the interview well. That's all. Okay, how much does a bachelor degree cost in Europe? See, as I told you, the tuition fee is around like 3 to 4 lakhs for a year in Indian money. Compared to the deemed universities and autonomous colleges, it's very much affordable. So yes, it's less than like what you're going to pay here. Okay, how practical or industry focused are European bachelor degrees? It's completely practical. So you will have like 100% practical approach there. If they have a program, that means that the industry is already connected to the program. So they don't start any program without the industrial connection. So you get to study completely in a practical way. And what qualifications do Indian students need for bachelor's admission in Europe? So it's not specific qualification as such. So as I told you, there are certain requirements like the marks or like the mathematics subject. Specific requirements are there, but not much of requirements. Like I think you all will be like eligible to apply for. What challenges do international students face during their bachelor's in Europe? Okay, so if you challenges in the sense like, see, the first thing, you are going to a different country. See, of course, like it's going to be different. Everything is going to be different. New country, new language, new culture. Everything is actually different, right? So you first 2-3 months, like you will feel like, yeah, you will have like you will feel different. Of course, you will feel different. But after 2-3 months, you will get friends, and then like you will not have time to even talk to your family. That's how like my students and parents have said. Parents a lot, they say like they like 2-3 months, like they miss family, and then they kind of like miss food, and then miss friends, miss sound, because it will be like it's not like how we have here in India. It will be like very calm, and then like it will be there is no sound or traffic sound, nothing like that. It will be very calm. So they miss that, and then later on, like they get used to it, and then they like kind of like enjoy it. They have like 4 seasons there. We get to see like a lot of pictures, and they share it, and they share the experience, how it is and all. So once you get into the subject, yes, it's all good only, right? So there is no challenges as such, but you just have to study if you really interested to study practically, and that is the place. Okay, and you will always have people to get through it, right? Do European universities include mandatory internships in bachelor programs? See, the final semester is an internship time period only. You can either work in a company, you can, yeah. So as I told you, you can work in a company, or you can do your project. So if you work in a company, you can convert that internship into a job opportunity. So it's kind of like it comes along with the program only. Bachelor's 4 years, the final semester is an internship. Okay, that's how it works. So what English language tests are accepted for bachelor programs in Europe? Okay, see, bachelor programs, most of the programs, they don't ask for any exams as such, because they are going to conduct a video interview with you. Video interview, they'll ask you certain questions, and you guys need to answer. So it is not like you require some kind of exams as such. Okay, IELTS is called like it's International English Language Test System. So they will test your language skills, right? So yes, that is there. If it is required, you can take it, but I don't think it is required for most of the universities. It is not a requirement because they will conduct a video interview with you and they will check your language there itself. So exams are not required. Mostly, it's not required. Okay. Okay. What are the application deadlines for bachelor programs? See, application deadlines differs for each and every university. Okay, so May end is there, April end is there, June end is also there. But the point is like you have to start early. The sooner you start, it's always better. You should not postpone anything to the last minute. Okay, anything to the last minute, you should never postpone it. You have to start early, and that is the best way to start also, right? So you will not miss out the deadlines. As I told you, like some of my students are already having their offer letters now. So when they have the offer letters now, they don't have to worry about it, right? So they think about it like they are just giving the 12th standard exams now, but they are holding the offer letter before even giving the 12th standard exam. So like that's great, right? Because you are already got the offer letter from a top university in Europe. So that's how like you have to be. They registered like long back, so you have to start your process as early as possible. Do not wait for the deadlines. Do not ever wait for the deadlines. Okay. How much financial proof is required for a student visa? So it differs, like 8 to 10 lakhs. You have to show in your account, like in your account or in your parents' account. For 12th standard, like if you are over 18, you can show it in your account, or you can show it in your parents' account for a specific time, and we will tell you like how much you have to do based on the country. Also, it will differ. Are business schools in France good for undergraduate students? Business school in France, yes, it is of course good. France is actually a place for business studies. A lot of like business schools there, B schools there. We will also suggest you like public universities. We generally don't apply to one particular university or one particular program. We apply to at least like 2-3 country options parallelly. Have the offer letters on the table and decide where to go. So we do not focus on only like one university or one particular country. Based on your profile, we will suggest you all the possible options, and we will try to apply at least like 2-3 country options parallelly. Okay, you have to have like more options, right? You will have like more options, and then you can decide. Okay. Hi ma'am, I'm having 7.2 CGPA and I have waiting for my arrear result, and I am 2025 passed out. Is there any chance for getting public university in Germany? I have two courses. I want to study masters in artificial intelligence and data science, and the other one is like artificial intelligence and machine learning, and I'm seeking for 2 years master program, ma'am. Okay, so I would suggest you to connect with us. Let me give you like all the possible options, possible options for you. Then you can decide. Okay. See, for us, if you ask me, country is not important for us. University should be the number one university. Wherever you go, you have to go to the top university. So when you go to a top university, you will obviously have like a lot of benefits. So the top university always it's very very important. So we always suggest the students to go into a top university. So do connect with us. I'll suggest you all the possible options for you. You can decide. And we have to see when is your result is going to come, right? Based on that only we can plan. Okay. All right. Okay. I think I have answered all the questions I have got. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Great. Okay. So if you have any questions even in the future, like do connect to the same number. We will guide you further. So this is what like I wanted to talk to you about. Let's like if you're thinking about like bachelors in Europe, that is actually a good decision. Okay, so take it forward is what I would say. In India, if you're getting it in IIT or in ITS, if not, going to Europe will be the best decision that you can take. Okay, even if you get it in IIT, I would suggest you like think about European universities, top universities. That's the best option. Okay, and you will get the tuition fees around like 3 to 4 lakhs for a year. Along with the living expenses, you will have only like plus or minus 6 lakhs that you'll be spending. Okay. Okay, I think I have got one more question also. Hi ma'am, I have completed my intermediate in 2025. I got 92% in my intermediate. Can you suggest which country is best for bachelor's in mechanical engineering? See, bachelor's in mechanical engineering, the best option would be like I would say like it's Slovakia. Slovakia is actually the best option. You can see an interview that we have recently posted in our YouTube channel. with the European delegate, and he is the dean of the mechanical engineering faculty. So go through that particular university is what like I would suggest it to you. Do connect with us. I'll tell you like what you have to do further and how you have to proceed further. And if you are thinking about this September 2026, you have to start as early as possible. You cannot miss out the deadline, so you will have to start as early as possible. Okay, it's important. Okay, BSc Computer Science with Artificial Intelligence 2027, 78% till third semester. 15 years of education, is that enough, mom? Currently, I'm studying Bachelor Science. Is that enough to get into a public university? Okay. See, in Europe, there is something called 15 years of education and 16 years of education. So, if you are certain countries, they ask for 16 years of education. Okay, but 15 years is also accepted in most of the countries. Most of the countries they will accept it. We will suggest you the possible option for your profile, like where all it is accepted. Where we see when you come and approach us, like we see two probabilities. The first probability is to get the offer letter. Okay, the probability of you getting the offer letter in a top public university. That's first probability. The second probability is to get the visa stamped. There is no point in just getting the offer letter and sitting back here in India. You have to successfully go there and start your studies. And that is the reason when you come and approach us, we will see the possibility of you getting the offer letter and also the probability of you getting the visa stamp. So we see the requirements also. If you don't have specific requirements for the country, for the visa process, we will not suggest you that country also. That is the reason we are asking you to come directly and meet us. We'll ask you certain questions and we will see the eligibility and we'll update you. And that is more important. Okay, you have to see like both the questions. All right. Okay, fine. Okay, so I think that's it. I have got all the questions, and whichever question is the best question, like we will send you a message in WhatsApp. Like whoever send the questions, like which is the best question, like we will give you the gift voucher in WhatsApp itself. Okay, all right. So thank you so much for attending today's live, and I hope you got the best. You have got the information from me now. So tuition fee is 3 to 4 lakhs per year. Living expenses plus or minus 30,000. So you'll be spending around plus or minus 6 lakhs to study bachelor's. It's a very safe country. Practical exposure. You get one visa for 29 countries, and you get to study in a world-class infrastructure and lab facilities are available in Europe, and they are giving that opportunity at an affordable cost. So please utilize it. Okay. So this is what I wanted to talk to you about. And if you have any further questions, like do connect with us. We have branches in Chennai, Trichy, Coimbatore, and Bangalore, and you can connect in the same number, and we will guide you further. So all the best for all the 12th standard students. Do well. Give your best. I hope you will give your best. And after the exams, whenever you have free, like just come and visit us. Consider Europe as your study destination. And yeah, that is actually the best decision that you can take. So thank you so much for attending today's live. I'll see you all in the next session. Thank you all. Thank you.